Afternoon. Welcome one and all to Scotch and Smoke Rings, episode 534, I think. No, 47. Wow, I was way off. I am your friendly neighborhood Oxhorn, here as always with suspenders set to maximum stun. Got a great show for you today. Today, we are continuing with Alien Isolation. Been having a great time with that game, which we started in our last broadcast of Scotch and Smoke Rings last Thursday. On Monday, we completed Detroit Become Human. We didn't get the endings we hoped for. It was a melancholy stream, we'll put it that way. But we beat the game. I got 2 good endings and 1 bad ending. I don't know if we'll ever restream it to get the good ending for Kara's story, because that was hard. But maybe we will. But the plan for now is to continue with Metro Exodus on Monday, because the latest DLC for Metro Exodus, Sam's Story, dropped, and it's supposed to be nice and long and interesting. I'm really excited to be tackling Metro Exodus again. Great to get back into a game that you love and that you have already explored, but you wanted more of it. So that's the plan for Monday. And then, of course, Friday, tomorrow, we will continue with Red Dead Redemption 2. And the weekend is going to be chock full of Far Harbor lore videos. Good to see the members and regulars in the chat today. Weird Beard, Deuteronomus, Ethan H., Kathy Robbins, Eric, Sheba Fan, 200 Angel, Chininator, Stephen, Jamie. Man, the members keep going. Brand new member, JV Zombie 298, Rachel, Quintius, Mortarian, Arcran. I don't know, can I keep going? Kathy Robbins, Jamie Armstrong. I think I got them all. Everyone that's in the chat right now. Good to see you all. Got a great show for you today. So, as always with Scotch and Smoke Rings, we start with an hour-long Q&A, and then we dive into the game. Today, I am well armed with a variety of products that are going to keep me awake. The first is this tankard of coffee, which I have nearly half downed. Let's take another swig of this. Can feel that caffeine. Then, when that gets to become too much, or if I finish it earlier, I've got my can of trusty dusty Diet Coke. And this is a cigar that I started a couple of hours ago, and I didn't have a chance to finish, so we'll finish it on the broadcast and fire up a new one later. I would have Scotch, but I finished my bottle of Scotch last week on the program, and I forgot to buy more. So I'll have to go to the store, get a new bottle of Scotch in time for next week. So next week, we'll have Scotch and Smoke Rings. This week, it's coffee and Smoke Rings. Mac West says, evening, Oxhorn, good to see ya. Good to see ya, Mac West. Good to have you on the program today. I'm really excited about Alien Isolation. We logged off just after getting our motion detector, which is a cool little utility we're going to probably be making really good use of. And I don't feel like I had an opportunity to really get used to it, to really get to know it. So we'll be whipping that bad boy out and putting it to good work during the broadcast today. All right, where's my lighter? I got to relight this thing. No Name says, try not to spoil the dreams of any androids again. Spoil the dreams? Oh, well, I mean, I shattered quite a few dreams in my broadcast on Monday. But I got the bigger picture. I freed the androids. There was the android peaceful revolution. Yes, I killed the only child android in the game, but it was an accident. I did my best. Oh, that was really, really rough. Floof Owl says, hey, Oxhorn, I love your beard and your hat as well. Thank you. I tried to make sure that they were a good combination, and so far, it has been successful. There we go. We have a lot to look forward to. Wastelanders is coming out. Have you seen the trailers for Wastelanders? They've been coming and they've been looking great. Every trailer that comes out gets me amped for that particular DLC/expansion. Not sure what they're calling it, but it's looking good. It completely changes the atmosphere of Fallout 76. No longer is it just an empty, dead world with nothing but fellow vault dwellers to populate it. We've got actual survivors in the world now. So it's exciting times. Looking forward to that. DB says, Yo, Ox, you're not finished with New Vegas lore, bud. You said you would do a video on the Caravan game. Man, you mentioned one thing years ago, and leave it to the members of the chat to remember. You're right. I did say I would do a video on Caravan, and I do want to do a video on Caravan. I just haven't had the time. I keep having all of these series. I'm in the middle of the Far Harbor series, and I want to finish that. Maybe afterwards, I'll sit down and do a video on Caravan. Slipstream says, can't wait for the show tonight. I know, I'm really excited as well. No Name says you disappointed the menu lady, though. I told her we weren't friends. Well, I don't believe that was inappropriate of me. I've seen her twice. I think I had talked to her twice in my gameplay. And the third time I see her, she's like, oh, Oxhorn, I've been watching you play all this time. Do you think we're maybe friends? And I'm like, acquaintances, sure, but friends? I don't know. This is my third time talking with you. I didn't want to be mean, but I'm like, no, you know what? Maybe we could get to know each other a little better first before we call each other buddies, you know? So I said, no, we're not friends. And what does she do? She gets all teary-eyed. Oh, okay then. Practically crying on the screen. I had it. And then she asks if I'll let her go. That was another weird one. I saw what you did in the gameplay, Oxhorn. Would you set me free? I'm like, yes, I will definitely set you free. And so we set her free, and she just walks off camera, stage right, or stage left. I forget which way. And then she was gone. I don't know. I think that's the good story for her, right? She gets to go off and infect somebody else's game. Ryan Owen says, any update on that whole fiasco? The neighbor's okay? I mean, no, there's just no update. The cops came and did a welfare check on the neighbors and then left. It was peaceful. I saw the neighbors walking around sometime later, and it didn't appear to be a big problem. So I don't know. I still don't know what happened there. Maybe I'll find out someday, but at the moment, I'm not worried about it. The Dark Seraph says, fair warning for Red Dead 2. Much later in the game, a song called Unshaken will play. It's a great song, but you will get claimed. Oh, great. Oh, well, maybe I'll be able to successfully appeal that. Yeah, that was weird. We'll see. Then Sir Charles says, I had my tooth removed today. Pain City. Hold me, Oxhorn. Well, I'm so sorry you had your tooth removed. That's got to be awful. The pain probably sticking with you. I hear that some people, sorry, I probably shouldn't be saying this now, but I've read stories that say that the nerve endings that go from your mouth, they have the shortest travel time to the brain due to where they're at. And because of that, it's possible that some people, when they get their teeth removed, they suffer intense, immediate pain, and those nerve endings never die out. Now, I've had teeth pulled. I had my wisdom teeth pulled, and that never happened to me. So I don't mean to freak you out, but I have heard stories of some people getting their teeth pulled, and the pain just never ends. Surgeons have to go back in and excise those actual nerves to make sure that the pain doesn't end. So don't think about anything I just said, because that's too depressing. Just focus on your recovery, and I'm sure it will all be okay. Cheers. Slipstream says, how are you liking Alien Isolation? I'm really enjoying it. I'm playing on hard mode, and I don't know if I'm going to have to change my difficulty level later or not. Basically, the biggest issue we came upon in the last stream is when we came into a big room full of humans, we had to replay that scenario probably 4 or 5 times to memorize where their walking paths were, to find out where they were going to go so that we could plan our trip around them. We had to make good use of smoke that would come out of the vents just to remain hidden. So that was really challenging. It took up a good amount of time. But when we finally met the alien, I managed to sneak by without dying. So I don't know. I'm thinking that it'll be okay, but I'm not sure yet. Jay-Z says, Ox, I started the Metro DLC. Well, I'm glad you started it. I hope you enjoy it. I'm looking forward to it on Monday. And then Submarine Beef says, yo, Oxhorn, shut up. You just got me anxiety over the tooth thing, the nerve ending. Sorry about that. I shouldn't have said anything. Laurie says, evening Ox, thinking about playing Fallout 76 after seeing a few of your live streams, the 9-hour one. Wow. I don't play a lot of multiplayers. What's the lore behind no NPCs in the game? Well, Laurie, I'm glad you asked. Four or five times, more like 7, says Andy and Normski. Okay, fine. Maybe more like 7. So, the story behind the no NPC things, here it is. After the war of 2077, the bombs drop, killing most of the human life. But there were survivors. However, the radiation mutated a number of animals in West Virginia. Not to mention the fact that some of those animals had been experimented on. One of which was a certain type of bat that mutated and evolved into the Scorch Beast. The Scorch Beast carried with it the Scorched Plague. It turned people into the Scorched, which are kind of like a quasi-ghoul. They walk around like ghouls, but they still retain more of their intelligence, and they can wear armor and wield weapons, and they got these big pieces of ultrasight sticking out of their bodies, and they run around killing things. But basically, the people of West Virginia could get infected by the Scorched Plague. These Scorched Beasts would fly overhead and rain down this Scorched Plague upon the people, and they would all just get infected and turn. Now, a number of the survivors banded together to try to get rid of these Scorched Beasts, one of which was a group called the Brotherhood of Steel, which had been formed after Lost Hills and Elder Maxon on the West Coast sent a message via satellite to West Virginia trying to find any remnants of the United States military, and they found Elizabeth Taggarty, who knew Roger Maxon. And so Roger Maxon founded the West Coast chapter of the Brotherhood of Steel there in Appalachia, headed by Elizabeth Taggarty. And once the Scorched Beasts became known and they showed their face and the danger that they posed, Lost Hills and the Brotherhood of Steel in West Virginia banded together to try to defeat the Scorched Plague. They ended up finding the spawn point, basically, the birth of where the Scorched Beasts were coming from. But before they could blow it up, well, actually, no, they managed to blow it up. They managed to blow up the big nest of the Scorched Beasts, but they died in the process. The Brotherhood of Steel is completely gone, and the Scorched Beasts disappeared from the skies for a while. But then they came back. The only Brotherhood of Steel left were a few people left at Fort Defiance, and then there were a few people at the power plant. Which one was it? I forget which one. But the Scorch attacked and basically wiped them all out. However, someone was working on a vaccine for the Scorched Plague at one of the hospitals nearby. I think it started with an A. I don't know, we go there pretty early on in the quest, but basically the reason that your character doesn't die to the Scorched Plague in the game is because earlier in the quest you get inoculated. They almost finished with the vaccine. You go around West Virginia finding the pieces that you need to complete it. You inoculate yourself and you basically develop an inoculation to the Scorched Plague, right? Once that inoculation is complete, the Scorched Beasts can no longer turn people into Scorched. And I believe, and I don't know for sure because I haven't actually played Wastelanders, but I believe the way it's going to go is that the inoculation is sent out, people can use it, they're no longer susceptible to the Scorched Plague. They come back to West Virginia to restart their lives. That's basically the idea. But before Wastelanders, the reason there are no NPCs is because everyone died to the Scorched Plague before an inoculation had been created. So there you go. So glad you asked. I'll talk more if you want. All right, Altair says, just a note, as parts of the game will be intense. Don't worry too much if you miss some lore or item blueprints. You can and will revisit about 90% of the locations as you go through the game. That's actually a really helpful and useful tip, Altair. Thank you. Because you know me, I tend to explore every single nook and cranny, and if I feel like I have to do that while I'm being chased by an alien, that could get frustrating. Welcome, new member Rockland Freitas. Pleasure to have you on the program. Deuteronomous says, damn, Ox remembers a lot of the minor details of the plot of 76. Well, it helps to sit and make lore videos about it. I made about an hour-long lore video about the story of the Appalachian chapter of the Brotherhood of Steel on the East Coast, the West Virginia chapter. And so I know pretty much their entire story, and that was so much fun to put together. That's the entire reason I started making videos to begin with, incidentally. I would walk away after playing a Fallout game with questions. And I knew that the answers had to be there somewhere in the game, but I must have missed the story or the holotape or the note or something that would have told me. And I wanted to get the full picture. So I started going back into these dungeons and replaying the quest and really paying attention to the details and piecing together the story for myself. And I figured, well, you know what? Other people probably have these questions too. I might as well make a video about it. And that's why I started doing lore videos, and the rest is history. But that's what I love about 76. They actually, some people will say that it's a bad design decision to tell a story this way, because I know of so many people personally who have walked away from playing 76 who think that there's no story, that, oh man, the game is just bad, the plot doesn't make sense, there's no story. And I understand why they walk away feeling that way, because it's buried. The entire explanation for why the Brotherhood is in Appalachia to begin with is in a minor, unmarked location, completely isolated from any quest in the game that could possibly have taken you there. It's inside a cave by a lake on the far southern part of the map, wherein you find the earliest records between Lost Hills and Elizabeth Taggarty explaining how the West Virginia chapter came to be. So you've got all these players playing Fallout 76 who are like, Brotherhood of Steel? At this point, 25 years after the bombs dropped in West Virginia? How? These are players of Fallout 1 and Fallout 2 who are going, no, I mean, we know where the Brotherhood came from. They were on the opposite side of the country. How does this happen? And they do explain it, but it's buried in the game. So it's a little frustrating for me on one hand, because I want people to understand the story, and I'm sad that it's so difficult to get the story. Yet on the other hand, it opens up a lot of opportunity for me, because then I can tell the story. Like super mutants, for example. Another hot button issue, all these people saying super mutants in West Virginia 25 years after the bombs. That can't happen. Forced evolutionary virus and the master on the West Coast. Before that, you couldn't have super mutants, etc., etc., etc. But then they explain it if you go to the West Tech facility, which I don't believe you have to go to for any of the quests. I'm trying to remember if you had to go there for any quest, and I don't think you did, but the West Tech facility has all of the answers there. They've got all of the holotapes that explain exactly why super mutants were in West Virginia, and it's because FEV was shared between the scientists at the Mariposa military base and the other West Tech facilities across America, including Appalachia. So it wasn't just Mariposa that was experimenting with FEV, it was West Tech and West Virginia as well, and they created their own unique strain and infected the waters of Huntersville, which is why the super mutants had taken over Huntersville, right? They go through and explain it, it's just hard to find that answer. All right, I'm going to stop talking because there's a lot of comments here. The Easy Life says, what did you expect Red Death to be? I was thinking of a Mirelurk queen twice as big as the others with red light growing from under its shell that rises from the water like a kraken. When I first played Far Harbor, I expected the Red Death to be a completely unique monster. I didn't want it to be a Mirelurk or a Mirelurk queen. I wanted it to be this really cool, unique monster that would make you scared of the sea and scared of the fog. And then we get there and we see the red light in the distance and all of the hype and lore, and we get there and it was disappointing. I'm not going to spoil it. I did a video about it. It was a little disappointing. It was really funny. Like, I finished that quest and I was laughing because it was really funny. But I was also really bummed. Because I remember the first time I played, I geared my character up, I repaired all of my power armor, I double-checked all my weapons to make sure that they had the right modifications, I bought a ton of ammunition just so, I could handle this thing. I made sure that I mapped all of my chems to the right scroll wheel for the mouse so that I could push the buttons and all that. And then I get there, and I'll never forget the first time I did that. I was just like, Bethesda, you jerks. Yeah, but it was funny. It was funny. Laurie says, thank you. That makes 76 a bit more interesting for me. Tip, if you need to get around a large group of people in isolation, throw a noisemaker from afar. The alien will help you out. Ooh. Clever. That's a great idea. I'll try to do that. Rachel says, what is the net morality of the Brotherhood? Altogether, no dividing up between coasts and leaders. The net morality of the Brotherhood is a reactionary morality based on the horror of the War of 2077. That one incident that decimated humanity, that killed an untold million upon million, maybe even billions of people. It just horrified so many people that the founders of the Brotherhood of Steel, Roger Maxson, just basically said, we must never let this happen again. And the great flaw in their thinking is they believed that the problem was technology, not the people who were using technology. And so their focus has been on collecting technology, keeping it out of the hands of other people, and basically just harassing all of their neighbors to try and get their hands on as much technology as possible. Their motives are good. They're morally gray in that part of their morality is good in that they want to avoid what happened in 2077. But the methods by which they go about achieving that are bad because they restrict the freedom of other people and the freedom of other factions. And it's also faulty because they presume that technology in their hands is safe. But we know from the events of Fallout 4 that that's not true. Technology in the hands of the Brotherhood of Steel leads to a giant military complex that dominates the eastern seaboard and inflicts a lot of untold pain and suffering upon anyone they deem to be they deem to believe to be an enemy of the Brotherhood, including ghouls, right, who are harmless. Most of the non-feral ghouls are harmless, but because they are ghouls, that's a manifestation of radiation which came from technology which must be taken by the Brotherhood, which is, that's why they hate super mutants and ghouls. Those are manifestations of technology run amok. Even though there are peaceful super mutants, a few, like you can count them on one hand, but there are peaceful ghouls, which are numerable. You can find lots of peaceful ghouls. They completely ignore that because it's what they are, not who they are, that matters. And what they are reminds them of technology gone amok, and so they attack what they are instead of judging them person by person. All right, next up is Douglas Delegard. Hello, Oxhorn, all in chat. He says, hello, Douglas. So good to see you, my friend. Dude from Montana, or MT, says, do you think there will be a way for us that haven't played 76 yet to enjoy the original experience, or did we miss our chance, just have to enjoy a new game? I really don't know, and I honestly have a lot of concern about that, because as much as the original game was derided, I would be very disappointed if Bethesda reacted by just scrapping it all and giving us a brand new game with a ton of new experience. I understand why they would react that way after all of the bad press it got, but there's still such a nugget of goodness in the original Fallout 76, and there's still such a story that needs to be told, that if that's just all gone, I'll be sad. That said, it's a multiplayer online game, and that's kind of the nature of a multiplayer online game. I remember when Cataclysm was published for World of Warcraft, I was so bummed. Like, all of these places that I had visited and where I had been with my friends, I had built up all of these fond memories, were completely being sundered apart by Deathwing. You couldn't go there. The unique creatures that spawned on those locations were gone now. The farming locations that you used to build your character or build your profession were gone now. Like, they had fundamentally transformed the landscape to the point where it was almost unrecognizable in certain places. And I felt at the time, this was years ago, but I felt at the time that that was a bad call, because you lose out on the nostalgia factor, right? There are some people who go back to playing World of Warcraft, not because by modern standards it's a good game. I'm sure it is. I haven't played in a very long time, but they go back for the nostalgia factor. This is where they had their first character. In this corner by this rock, they founded their first guild, right? They met the person who later became their girlfriend or boyfriend or wife or husband while exploring this city and chatting here, and now all of that's wrecked. They lose the nostalgia factor, and you don't want to do that when you're making an online multiplayer game. You got to keep the nostalgia factor. Now, Fallout 76 has only been out for, but over a year now. Is that enough time to build up a nostalgia factor? Are you going to destroy that by introducing Wastelanders? I don't know. I know they're gonna transform the landscape. I just hope it's not a fundamental transformation that makes it so that everything that was there before is gone. I want all of those holotapes and notes to still be there. I want to be able to go into the Allegheny Insane Asylum and reconstruct the story of the Brotherhood that used that insane asylum as a base. If they want to put a couple more NPCs in there to spice it up a bit and add new quests, fine. I just hope the stuff that's there isn't taken out. It may be inevitable, right? It may be inevitable, and it may still be a great game even if they do that. I just hope that they don't. Josh Bunton says, Ox, do you think you could possibly play Wasteland on Monday? Well, on Monday, I'm already going to be doing Metro Exodus, the latest DLC, Sam's story. We get to learn the story about the American, which is exciting. He was one of my favorite characters when I played Metro Exodus. Wasteland seems like a really interesting game. I don't know if I'm interested in it enough for it to supersede some of the other games that I'm wanting to play. But it's on my list of games that I'm interested in. We'll see. Kingslayer84 says, Oxhorn, just reminding you that Horizon Zero Dawn is being ported to the PC, and I hope you stream it. I think I made a note of that earlier. But I'll make a note of it now to remind myself to check it out. Looks interesting. Oh, this game. Yeah, I remember when this came out. Certainly something to consider. There's just so many games. Here's the big problem. I'm being asked to stream and broadcast so many different games that my gaming schedule is just not enough. I only stream 3 times a week, and the rest of the week I dedicate to my lore videos. I have found that that's a good balance. I can still get out 2 lore videos, sometimes 3 a week, while still streaming for 4 hours a day, 3 times a week. But that's not really enough. To cover all of these games that you guys want to see, I'd have to basically become a full-time streamer, which I may have to do sometime. But at the moment, I'm still really enjoying doing lore videos, especially when Wastelanders comes out. I'm gonna be focusing a lot on the lore. Chininator says Oxets sound off. That's right. So good to have the Oxets in chat. Been talking so much, I gotta relight my cigar. JV Zombie says, from what I hear about Fallout 76, it has NPCs that are coming up in the next update. What you mean before Wastelanders? In preparation for Wastelanders? Interesting. If that's true, I'm going to have to do some lore videos where I track them down and figure out what their stories are, which is exciting. Mr. Andy Conradson Vivo says, hi, Oxhorn, love your videos so much in Fallout 4 I enjoy. Thank you, Mr. Andy. I do appreciate it. I played WoW for years, says Sheba Fan. I felt exactly the same way about Cataclysm, I'm assuming. It was one of the reasons I stopped playing, that among other reasons. Yeah, I was a vanilla World of Warcraft guy. I played vanilla World of Warcraft up until the release of Burning Crusade. I toyed around with Burning Crusade, but I didn't really get into it, and I kind of stopped playing for several years while I focused on my career because I had just graduated from college. Then Wrath of the Lich King came out, and thankfully it coincided with a period in my life where my career was to work in the gaming industry, so I played a lot of Wrath of the Lich King, and I really enjoyed it. That, in my opinion, was one of the best expansions for World of Warcraft. Then Cataclysm came out. I didn't even touch it. That's kind of where I fell off the map. I heard about Mists of Pandaria and the Panda thing. I don't know. I just didn't get into the Panda thing. Didn't make me happy or thrilled to play the game. So, yeah, I know that World of Warcraft has vanilla servers now, but I've kind of moved on. I have all those fond memories of the original World of Warcraft that I'll be able to cherish forever. Those will never go away. And now I can explore new games and other things. The Dark Seraph says Horizon Zero Dawn is very niche. I loved it, but its combat is unconventional and requires a lot of inventory management. Hard to recommend. Well, I suppose it's one of those games I should probably play a little bit of. Maybe an hour or so to see if it's something I want to stream. The Easy Life says, the boiled water died. It shall be missed. Thank you, The Easy Life. Cole Domahue says, are you still making streams and videos about Fallout 76? I've explored everything in Fallout 76, so there's really nothing new for me to stream. I do stream when new stuff comes out. When Vault 94 came out, I did a stream. When what's it called? Started Wild Wasteland. When Wild Wasteland was coming out, I did streams of all of that new content. But when there's no new content, there's really nothing left for me to stream, and so I focus on my lore videos. Now, last year, I did a ton of Fallout 76 lore videos. I don't know if I did 100. Close to 100, definitely dozens. I'm not sure, honestly, how many Fallout 76 lore videos I did, but I covered most of the major stories, and I did all of the side locations in the Ash Heap. At least I did all of the major locations in the Ash Heap. I did a few in the Savage Divide. I still need to do the full story of Fallout 76, the original Fallout 76, not Wastelanders. That's a huge project, and frankly, it's intimidating because it's a big story that spans multiple locations. And there are a number of locations that have changed. The Morgantown High School is completely different, so the footage that I captured, I don't know if it would be useful. The Capitol building has been changed as well, so I'd have to reshoot all of that footage. It's just a huge monumental project. And I don't know if I'll do it. I want to. I need to. Jay says, hi, Oxhorn. Will you be playing Metro Sam's story? I will. Come here Monday. Monday, 10 o'clock a.m. Pacific time. I'll be streaming Sam's story. Ethan H. says, I loved Horizon Zero Dawn. The story of the game is actually about learning the lore of the world. It's perfect for you. Great. Well, you've got me really interested now. Philip G says, good evening, Ox. With Wastelanders coming out for 76, would you start a new playthrough if you were a low-level 24 person who was trying to come back? That's currently where I'm at. I can't answer that without knowing more about Wastelanders. I'd never played it. I'm not in that group of people who have been beta testing it, or alpha testing it, I guess. So I literally know nothing about Wastelanders apart from what we all know. So I can't answer that question. I do know that as a game designer, they've got to make Wastelanders good for new players, but most importantly for existing players. They want people to start playing the game again, and that means coming back to their existing characters. So there will be stuff for existing characters to do. Now, do you like your existing character? Maybe you don't like the build that you created. Maybe you've learned more about the game since then and you'd really rather just have a fresh start. Well, then Wastelanders is probably a good opportunity for you to have a fresh start, and you'll get to experience all of the early stuff from the perspective of a post-Wastelanders update that many of the existing players won't get to experience. But it means that you're going to have to spend a longer time building up your character before you can enjoy some of the later Wastelanders content that all of the people coming back with their existing characters are going to be able to enjoy. So it's really a judgment call on your part. What do you really want to do? Have a fresh experience with a brand new character so you can start with nothing and build from the ground up, or explore some of the higher level content from Wastelanders with an existing character? You've got to make that call. Robert says, hi, Oxhorn. Did you notice what looks like a new power armor suit in the trailer for Wastelanders? I haven't. No, I didn't notice that, but it sounds... I mean, with a game like this, they're going to have lots of power armor. 5, 6, 7 years from now, when 76 has been out for a long time and they've had a number of different updates, we're going to have dozens and dozens and dozens of new power armor added to the Fallout universe. I mean, people were getting upset with T60 with Fallout 4. I mean, now we've got Excavator and stupid Liberty Prime. Don't even get me started on that. And the Vault 94 armor with leaves and branches all over it. Don't get me started. It's silly. It's just frankly silly. I don't know. I don't know what the armor is going to be that's canonical. Excavator is canonical. That makes sense to me. It was used by a small group of people. It was a private company that built their own power armor that they had added to a frame. The guy who invented the excavator power armor was a previous military engineer, which explains why he made power armor as a solution to excavating the ore that they needed to, the black, I forget what it was called. So they developed the excavator power armor well. But all the stuff that we get from the Atomic Shop or that we buy from the Vault 94 thing, it hasn't been explained well. It doesn't fit in the world well. It's just ridiculous. So I really hope that the power armor that they introduce with Wastelanders is really thought out well. It works into the existing lore and it just meshes well. Crossing my fingers, ladies and gents, crossing my fingers. JV Zombie says, hey, Oxhorn, ever thought about getting into Bethesda's Skyrim? Yeah, I actually live streamed the entire major story of Skyrim here on this channel years ago. It was probably 2016, 2017. It was only 6 or so episodes, but I did live stream the entire story. I know it's a very deep game, and there's a lot to explore that I just didn't cover. But I don't know, it just didn't resonate with me. I know it resonates with a lot of people, but the game just kind of felt, I don't know, generic fantasy, generic dragon fantasy. I'm probably going to get a lot of hate mail about saying that, but that's how it felt to me at the time, so it's not something I'm typically interested in. Rachel says, official Oxhorn build, a not-so-stealthy power armor sniper. That's fair. That's fair. That's very fair. Crawling Tech says, hey, Oxhorn, where'd you get your lighter? Oh, I got this on the Famous Smoke website, but it's a Don Thomas lighter. You can get it on almost any online smoking portal. You could probably get it on Amazon as well. It's not an expensive lighter. It's pretty cheap. But I like the way it looks, and it feels good. And it works. Jay says, from the Fallout 4 DLC, what do you think happened to the Brotherhood of Steel? Do you think they are overstretched? GNR lost its value? Thoughts? We know from the Creation Club creation that the Brotherhood of Steel is no longer has a presence at GNR. But we also already knew from the events of Fallout 4 that the Brotherhood pretty much moved from the Capital Wasteland to the Commonwealth. They left behind a few people who were probably just keeping the Adams Air Force Base and the Pentagon afloat. They're probably, I mean, there are a few faces we never saw in Fallout 4, like Scribe Rothschild, for example. Scribe Rothschild was in charge of the entire Liberty Prime project, and now that's being run by Proctor Ingram. What happened to Rothschild? Did he die? Probably not. He wasn't engaged in combat. Did he just get too old? It was only 10 years. He probably stayed back intentionally to just manage things at the Air Force Base and to make sure everything over there was going smoothly. So I do think that there is a Brotherhood presence in the Capital Wasteland in the 10 years later, but they're definitely not as prominent since the entire bulk of their force moved north to Boston. Now, that brings up a good question. If they have been so weakened, were they weakened enough that the super mutants and the raiders and other factions could have overwhelmed them in the Capital Wasteland? I don't know. Great question. Should we revisit the Capital Wastes in an upcoming Fallout game? Again, I don't know. No Name says, you prefer torch or soft flame lighters? Well, I prefer soft flame lighters. But if you use a soft flame lighter like a Zippo, it works by burning an oily-based fuel. And the problem with smoking cigars is the flavor of that fuel can get caught and trapped in your cigar, and it spoils the flavor of the entire cigar. The butane produced by these blue jets burns clean. It all burns away in the fire, so that all you're doing is adding heat to the cigar, so that when you light it, you're just smoking the flavor of the cigar. It's similar to matches, right? You're supposed to use matches with cedar, made from cedar wood. Strike the match, let all of the sulfur, I guess. What is it at the head of a match? All of the red stuff and white stuff burn off so that it's just burning the cedar wood, and you use that. It will impart a bit of a cedar flavor, but it's a pleasant flavor. It doesn't ruin the flavor of the cigar. So use cedar matches or a butane lighter if you want to preserve the flavor of the cigar. But smoking's bad, everybody. I don't advise it. Just saying. The Ark says, hey, Ox, you should stream A Plague's Tale Innocence. A Plague's Tale Innocence. Action, adventure, horror, stealth game. Wow. Won a lot of rewards. Highly nominated. Well, let me check out the Steam launch page. Huh. Is that Sean Bean? That is Sean Bean. He's in everything. Gotta love it. Ox, says Parker Smith, you should check out Stone Shard. It's on Steam. Stone Shard. Oh, I don't know if this is my kind of game. It looks interesting, but it's an it's a top-down cartoony game with like pixelated graphics. I definitely have an appreciation for those kind of games. I just don't know if it's the kind of game I would stream. Chance Farmer says, hey, Oxhorn, do you ever plan on doing a detailed lore series of Fallout 4's main quest in the way you've done with Fallout 3 or New Vegas with each faction? I have considered it. I do plan on doing it. Don't know when I'll get to it, as we've got Far Harbor to finish, and then as soon as I finish Far Harbor, even before I finish Far Harbor, maybe, we're going to have Wastelanders, and so I'm going to have to dedicate a lot of time to unpacking and producing content about Wastelanders. Where the full story of Fallout 4 fits in this year, I'm not sure at this point. It is something I want to do, but I got to finish Far Harbor first, and then I've got to tackle Wastelanders. But I do want to do it. Tiny Penguin says, Oxhorn, would you ever consider playing West of Loathing? It's a simpler and sillier game, but I think you might enjoy it. Tiny Penguin, I saw your comment the last time you recommended West of Loathing, and based on that comment, I bought the game, and I played probably about 2 hours of it, and I had such a good time. It's hilarious. I don't know if I would ever stream it. I don't know if it's the kind of game I could stream, or the kind of game that would grasp the attention of others. I don't know. I'm in this weird spot in that I want to stream games that I would enjoy watching other players play. Because I figure if I enjoy watching other players play the game, then people would watch me enjoy playing it. But with West of Loathing, it's one of those games where I wouldn't enjoy other people playing the game. Because it's so quirky and the dialogue choices are funny, I would just want to do it myself. And I'd probably be frustrated at the player for picking this dialogue option or making this decision. But then again, I suppose the same could be said for any of the RPGs I've played. I don't know why, but the cartoony graphics, it's all black and white with stick figures practically. I don't know if it would fit well on my channel, but as a game, I did really enjoy playing what I've played so far. I'm only a couple hours into it though. Cole Damahue says, what do you want to do later in your streaming YouTube gaming career? That's a great question. I haven't put a lot of thought into it. Basically, the biggest struggle that I'm trying to come to terms with now is the evolution of my channel from a lore channel to a streaming gameplay channel. The thing is, I really love lore, and I love making videos about lore, but I don't like making lore videos about every game. I mean, I played Outer Worlds, and I loved Outer Worlds. I made a few lore videos about Outer Worlds, and then I stopped because I just didn't feel like there was enough there. And I'm not saying that as a criticism of the game. The game is what it is. It's a gem. It's a masterpiece. I loved the Outer Worlds. But in terms of like this really rich environment where you can lose yourself in every map and dungeon and explore at your own pace and uncover mysteries. It's not that kind of game. So sitting down to make lore videos about the Outer Worlds, it just didn't really resonate with me. I still streamed it because it was a great game, but it's not really a lore game. So I find myself in this position where I'm eventually gonna do everything when it comes to Fallout. And what will I have then? Well, I think I'm going to have games that I can stream, because I do really enjoy streaming, like 4 hours every day. Could I turn my channel into a streaming channel where we all kind of talk about what the games we like, and then I decide which game we do, and then move on from there? Sure, maybe. Will I find other games that I enjoy the lore of just as much as Fallout? Maybe. Like I did that with L.A. Noire. I did an entire lore series on L.A. Noire, but essentially, if you watch that series, it was basically just me playing each case. From beginning to end and providing my own narration over it. And the same with the Obra Dinn. Not a AAA game, it was an indie developed game, but I just loved the storytelling of that game so much that I had to do my own narration to it. But essentially I was just playing through the entire game instead of focusing on specific lore pieces like I often do with Fallout. So yeah, I'm at this place now where I don't really know which direction I want to go, or if I even want to change direction, because I'm enjoying what I'm doing now, and maybe I'll just do this for a while. Just keep on doing this. The Mythical Viking says, "Hey Oxhorn, would you ever consider playing through SCP Containment Breach, or do some other lore on the SCPs? The lore is abundant and your voice is delicious." I knew a little bit about SCP before I started playing Control. After playing Control, I realized, and it was basically the chat that told me, that the game itself was influenced by the entire project. And so I started reading more about it, and man, is that a fascinating project. Who would have known that just strangers on the internet would have come together to develop this entire mythos, which is fascinating, which is really, really cool. So yeah, I'm definitely interested in the entire SCP universe. Now, I don't know about that particular game, and I'm not sure if there's another game within that universe that I would want to cover, but I'm certainly open to it because I do love the universe. Nick Barnhouse says, "Hi Oxhorn, hope your day has been great. Ready to chill with you on this stream. Kick back and relax. Here's a tip. We all appreciate the content." Thank you, Nick. I appreciate your presence here and your tips, and I'm really looking forward to digging into Alien Isolation again today. Sisty Pigs says, "No name. Don't remind me, no name, please." Oh, I don't need that in my life. Parker Smith says, "Well, do what you feel right. Don't push yourself." Yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing right now. I mean, when I started my channel, I did a video every single day. And I don't mean every weekday. I did a video every day, 7 days a week, for years while I was building my channel. And it was really tough. I got a lot of content made. I'm really proud of what I did then. But it was really, really tough, just from a personal work perspective. So I slowed down when Fallout 76 came out so that it could accommodate my live streams. I was still doing lore videos while also trying to do my live streams. And then after I finished Fallout 76, I realized that I really enjoyed a slower pace for my lore videos. Instead of just frantically getting the recording done and getting the voice narration recorded, then editing it and splicing it together, and then doing the music and sound effects all in one day for one video, just taking a couple of days per video in the production was just a much, much better pace. So I like where I'm at right now. I feel like I've got a really good balance. I still get my lore videos out. I do a few live streams, and I'm not killing myself. I mean, I am killing myself, but I'm not killing myself, right? Right? Does that make sense? I think that's where I might stay for a little while. I am having a lot of fun. Baker says, "Tom Clancy's The Division 2 is only $3 on Uplay." Good tip. Thank you very much, Baker. Max Doolin says, "Your LA Noire videos were amazing, like a film. Thank you. Good luck tonight. Sadly, can't stay and watch." Well, I appreciate it. I loved LA Noire. I remember when the game came out, and I knew that it was a game I would really enjoy. But at the time, I didn't have the time to play any games because I was focusing on my marketing career. So I let that one pass me by. Then when I left that career and restarted my YouTube career, I just had to find a way to work that game into my channel. And so I had a lot of fun with that one. Cole McLean says, "You ever heard of the game Under Rail? Not to be confused with the game Undertale. Under Rail is probably the closest to a spiritual successor to Fallout 1 and 2. It was made in 2015. Have a look." I've never heard of Under Rail. 9 out of 10 rating. An old school turn-based isometric indie role-playing game. You know, there are a number of these that have come out in recent years that do look fascinating. This one looks really good. There was another one that somebody recommended, that Quantum something. I think I still have it up. No, Disco Elysium. Yep, Disco Elysium. I saw that and it looked fascinating. I don't know. I mean, maybe I should try other games that aren't first-person shooters. There's a lot out there. Megan's Fleet says, "Hi, Oxhorn. I'm a huge fan, and I've been watching for years. Thank you so much for getting me into Fallout. You're welcome, and thank you for continuing to watch." Rachel says, "Please never give up the lore, Ox, even if it's less often. You're while I fell in love with Fallout. Love the lore and the streams." Don't worry, Rachel. I'm going to keep on making Fallout lore as long as there is Fallout lore to be talked about. And there will always be Fallout lore to be talked about. So don't worry. I'll keep going. All right, 10 minutes or so, and then we dive into Alien Isolation. All right, actually, first I need to make sure that I have Steam updated here. Oh. Yep, glad I did that now. Parker Smith says, "Well, just hope you're happy with the schedule, and I can't wait for you to get into Fallout Tactics. Help me get into the classic Fallout games." Yeah, I'm going to be tackling Fallout Tactics eventually. Probably after, well, I don't know. I want to do it soon. But I also have the full story of Fallout 4 to get through. Sorry, I'm just realizing that I didn't have Steam updated and ready to go. So I'm just making sure I can do that in the background for these last 10 minutes or so that we can log in when it's time. Philip. Oops. There we go. And we're good to go. Philip says, "You probably have answered this, but what are your thoughts on Atomic Heart?" I don't think I've talked much about this. An adventure first-person shooter events which unfolds in an alternate universe during the high noon of the Soviet Union. Ooh. And you've suddenly got me interested. Cold War politics? I like it. Oh, looks like we've got some robotic, some sort of robotic adventure going on here. All right, I'm going to bookmark this and read up on it later. Jason says, "Hey there, Oxhorn. Horizon Zero Dawn is absolutely amazing. The story was written by former Fallout writers, so there's a ton of lore and combat kicks." Well, I'm getting that one a lot. You guys really want to see that one. I may have to tackle it. We'll see. Tony J says, "Roanoke Gaming got barely ahead of you in Isolation, Oxhorn. I'm hoping you won't rage quit like he did." Oh, great. And I'm playing on hard. Oh, no. Does that mean? That means we've got a tricky bit coming up? Okay. All right. 5 minutes. I got to get another cigar ready. My coffee's cold now. Oh, well, it's a liquid. All right, be right back. Well, now you've got me really concerned about the difficulty of Alien Isolation. If it gets too difficult, just bear with me. I'm going to keep trying. I don't want to rage quit. I'm going to keep trying till I get through it. We'll see what happens. The Easy Life says, the Dead Money DLC was amazing. Having someone close to me who has DID, I appreciated the accuracy that Obsidian put in when writing dog/god. Oh, duplicate identity dimorphia? I'm sorry, I don't know what the acronym stands for. The dialogue was spot on for someone suffering from it. Yeah, dog/god was a fascinating character. Really, really glad that I got to spend time doing a lore video about that character. Don't forget to turn off the lights when you play, says Sir Charles. Oh, right. Right, I got to turn off the lights. All right, I'll do it. Don't worry. What type of cigar, says Dominic? Oh, that's right. I'm taking from my new box. This is a first. This is a brand new box. It's a Juan Lopez. Flor de Juan Lopez. I forget exactly what type, but it's a typical Churchill-style size cigar. You can always change the difficulty level if it gets too crazy, says Andy and Normsky. Yeah, I may have to do that. We'll see. I mean, I got pretty far on hard. So I'll still try on hard. If it gets too bad, I'll just change it. Ranger Polo with a tip. Thank you very much, Ranger. Says, hey man, love your stuff. Been watching you for a while. I'm just wondering what got you into doing the lore videos for Fallout, and would you consider having a go at the remaster of Wasteland that releases later this month? I just find myself without enough time to do everything I want to do. And this is why so many YouTubers, when they get to have channels of my size, start to hire employees, and they get other content creators to start producing content for other games. And, you know, I've thought about that. I don't know if I really want to pull the trigger on that, just because I kind of like having a channel that's all mine. I'm just the only guy here. I just do everything. So, but I understand why YouTubers do that, because you get so big and there becomes all of this stuff that you want to do and you just can't do it by yourself. That's how I feel about Wastelanders. Or, not Wastelanders, but Wasteland. Because I understand that Wasteland was the spiritual predecessor to the Fallout universe, and I've seen the trailers for the remastered version and the new one that's coming out, and it looks great. I'd love to sit down and tinker with it, but I just don't have the time. Not while I'm doing everything that I'm doing now. Parker Smith says, dissociative identity disorder, DID. Got you. Thank you. Is that what Dog was suffering from? Dissociative identity disorder? No, he was a great character. Altair says, just be glad it's not nightmare mode, as the UI is gone, motion tracker is broken, Alien is much more aggressive, and humans and androids can nearly one-shot you. I'll stay away from nightmare mode. We'll just agree to not touch that. Doom Reality says, have you played the non-canon Fallout games like Tactics? Well, I'm really intrigued by Tactics because it's not entirely non-canon. Pardon me, non-canon. I know that that Hines came out in an interview, and Howard came out in an interview back when they first were promoting and marketing Fallout 3. It was a GameSpot interview, I think, where they talked about Brotherhood of Steel and Tactics and said that they weren't really canonical. And yet, in both Fallout 3 and Fallout 4, some of the characters mention and refer to events that only happened in Fallout Tactics. And Obsidian makes a reference to Chicago in New Vegas. I believe Tactics takes place in Chicago, which makes me wonder if both Bethesda and Obsidian through Fallout 3, 4, and New Vegas are making references to factions and events that happen in Chicago. How much of Tactics is really not canonical? That's one of the reasons why I really want to dive into the game. After finishing Fallout 2, I'm so interested in finding out how much of Tactics is canonical. The only way to know is to play it myself, because then I'll be able to piece together the dots and make a video. That's what I want to do eventually. Make a video. This is how much of Tactics is actually canonical. By the way, thank you, mods. You guys are really the saviors of this stream. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you guys being here. Laurie says, nightmare mode equals waking up not only your household, but neighbors and making your dogs howl. I know from experience. All right, well, we'll do our best not to wake up the neighbors. It's time. It's 8 o'clock. Let's get the show on the road. All right, so I've got Mixer chat over here. I do see you all over there on Mixer. There is Wasteland Remastered, says Smooth Agent K, releasing soon. Do you think you'll cover that? Again, it's something I would love to cover, but it's time. Really, I don't know if I have the time. All right, let's bring Alien Isolation up, turn the volume on. Now for lights. I forget how to turn off the lights on my shelf, so I'll just leave them on for now. But look, this is dark enough. I've got my face illuminated, and my backdrop is mostly dark. That window is kind of open. You can see out there. Let me know if you see any creepy aliens sneaking around. Let's get to it. Josh Bunton says, you're very welcome, Ox, so I think only one of us is currently in chat. Well, then, all props to you, my friend. Thank you so much for all your help. Okay, what am I missing? I'm missing something. I'm sure I'll remember what it is later. Please move the face cam up, says the Code Gamer. Okay. Play game. Alien Isolation. Continue game. Oh, it's been a week. I have to relearn how to play this game. Okay, where was I? I've got my revolver. Oh, I forget. Medkit, revolver, smoke bomb, flashbang, revolver. Oh, that's right. Pardon me. Chininator says, what would it take for me to become a mod? All right, well, it's not like I'm handing them out to everyone right now, but Chininator's been here for a long time. He's almost here every single week, so I'll just make you one now. There you go. Congrats, Chininator, and thank you so much. Forget what I'm doing here. Let's remove this brace. Who knows if it'll come in handy. Right, hold that and then A, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so I could hide in there. That's blocked up. Human employee recreation. Let's see. Flare. The marker on the edge of the motion tracker screen points to your objective. Oh, that's right. I got the new motion tracker. Where is it? How do I pull out my motion tracker? Well, I'm not going to waste time figuring out. Let's look at our key bindings. Flashlight is F. What? Where's motion tracker? Oh, space. There's some bonding agent there. Maybe I should make something that requires bonding agent. Medkit? Yeah, but I am low. Oh, I'm maxed on those already. William Ellicott says, how much of the super chat money do you get to home? I honestly don't know. I think it's like 70%. I'm not exactly sure. Noisemaker. Ooh, blueprint collected. Noisemaker. Okay. Let's see. Whoops. Oh, here's one. That's a charge pack. Okay, noisemaker. Charge pack. Sensor. SC injector. Sweet. Now, this will be my last SC injector, but I can get another bonding agent. There we go. I can pick that up. Welcome to member, Shannon Bodine. Oh, hey, look at this. Courlander brand cigarettes. Lovingly machine rolled for your pleasure. Lovingly machine rolled. Gotta love it. Mega burger. Chick maggots? What? Nuggets! Nuggets! I should stop reading if I can't even tell the difference between maggots and nuggets. Chicken maggots? Really? How do I crouch again? Let's see. If you hear a beep, look at the motion tracker. Maintenance, human employee recreation, and then this. This is reception. Is that where I came? Yeah, I believe I came out here. Yep, that's my save point. So that's blocked. All right, so we've done a big loop. Tab is my map, right? Yeah. Okay. Make your way to comms control. Chicken maggots, brought to you by the makers of Sisty Pigs. Thank you, Yeti Smith. I'm so glad you're here. Wrath of Me with a tip. Thank you, Wrath of Me. You always know a Working Joe. The Working Joe synthetics we build here at Siegson are designed to look and act like synthetics. You can work without anxiety, knowing exactly who and what your coworkers are. All right, comms control. That's where I need to go. Security surveillance, maintenance, and employee recreation. That's where I just came from. All right, let's finish exploring. Round back here. Maintenance. Oh no, it's a key card. Sweet! Hey, hey, hey! Oh, no, it's not a new schematic. Flashlight batteries. Yes. Oh, item maxed. Bonding agent. More of that bonding agent. What takes bonding agent? Not this. That does. Yep, I can build that. Item maxed. Let's do another one. What about a flashbang? Yep, more bonding agent. I'm out of blasting caps. There we go. Oh, oh, we've got a tube here. Oh, where's that going to take us? Do we go in the tube? Yep, we go in the tube.
Let me pass. It's me, Hughes. Don't you recognize me? Listen to me. We've got to reestablish long-range communications.
You're becoming hysterical.
Get back! I'm warning you!
Tut, tut.
Tut, tut! Oh! He's just your average working Joe.
Oh my god.
Oh, no. Oh. Well. Great. Guess we're gonna avoid him. Oh, great. Where's this going to put us out? Find another way inside. What did I miss by coming down through here? I missed going up that staircase, but that probably just allows me to the same spot. Flash bombs work very well on androids if they spot you. Thank you, XX. Gain access to the elevator and avoid detection. Oh. So how do I get rid of this? Can I hack it? No. Mr. Andy Conradson says, "Hey Ox, do you like burgers? When I eat burgers, I feel my life is better. And better in never, and still love what you do. And what are you, from USA or Miami?" Thank you, Mr. Andy. I do love burgers. It's a delicious food. I am in the USA. I'm from Seattle. So I got to find a way to disable that camera so I can get to the elevator. Okay, so we've got personal logs. Your log message. Sensitive corporate information has been automatically detected in a Sevastolink message recently sent from this terminal. This event has been logged by Apollo on behalf of Seegson. If you have any further questions, please talk to your line manager or your nearest synthetic Seegson representative. And then... error, illegal seek. Apollo's Eye. Riggs, are you still working down in Seegson Communications? Remember that trouble you got into last year? The trouble I helped you out of? Well, it's time to repay the favor. One of my colleagues has been looking into some of the import documents and found a few problems. He is new, so he doesn't understand how we do things here at Sevastopol, and he's threatening to go to Waits about it. This could hurt us all, so I need you to keep an eye on him. See if anything interesting comes up. Apollo has cameras everywhere. It just needs someone to tell it where to point it to. His name is Daniel Halden, lives in Josiah Sig Executive Apartments 651. If this goes well, I might have some more work for you. We could clean up here. Ransom. So I just need to tell the camera to point somewhere else. Maybe up? Papa Chewbacca with a tip. Thank you, Papa Chewbacca. Folder corrupted. Utility. Nothing in utility. Can I take these robots out? Oh boy. Camera feed. ID tag. Okay, do I want to go up there and risk getting seen? I don't want to go up there right now. Let's just go to the elevator. I'll do what you said. I can always come back later for more lore, but I got an ID tag. I think that's what I need. Thanks for the content, Ox. It says Tech 1. Thank you for watching. Disabled. Okay. Now, was there anything over here that I missed by bypassing this door? No. But I would have seen that. Okay. Let's go to the elevator.
Come on.
Okay, what's on the other side? Nothing. How well do you know your long-haul sex partner? Of course, everyone's got their own long-haul sex partner. Oh, that's just creepy. Wake up from hypersleep with nutritious quartz morning muesli. Packed with rolled oats, seeds, and dried fruits, all carefully selected to help you shake off those early morning blues. I just love it. And what's this? Cup of Joe's. Have you got the Cup of Joe's smile? If not, get one or you can't get a long-haul sex partner. Enclave Soldier says, hey, Oxhorn, you ever consider doing an Elder Scrolls lore series? Morrowind would be awesome. Oh, yeah, also remember, stealth is your friend and don't waste your bullets. Run if you can. I have considered
Central Communications Hub. Seeks and employees only.
Oh. It's not letting me in? I came in through that door. I'm back here. Oh, no. No. For Sigs and employees only, but I got the badge. Let's try this again. Anyway, I have considered it, but I'm not really into fantasy right now. It may be something I'll do later.
Central Communications Hub. Seeks and employees only.
This is the lane on the torrent. What the hell just happened? Sebastopol! Did any of our EVAs make it on board? Please respond. Detective damage of the explosion and are pulling out of Sebastopol space. Systems will be down while we repair. I can't say for how long.
Okay, so somehow I missed the fact that that door was open. Okay. So we took the elevator. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we came through here. That's security surveillance. That's where we turned off the camera. Now we're at comms control. Contact Verlaine and the Torrens. That's where we need to go. There's a room over here to the left. And this entire wing over here. And we've got to avoid the Workin' Joes. Oh, it's a staircase. Oh, what's downstairs? Oh, I can't go downstairs. Okay, what's upstairs? So far, so good. I have a feeling this motion sensor is going to cause me more anxiety than the alien itself. Oh, I'm maxed out on sensors. All right. Well, what can I make that uses a sensor? Probably a noisemaker. Ah, but I'm out of SCJ injectors. So, smoke bomb? Yep. That uses the last of my ethanol, though. Oh, I'm maxed out on smoke bombs. Whoops. How do I put that back? Huh. Let's try flashbangs. Blasting cap. Medkit? SCI injector. Revolver ammo. Can't make that. Flare. Can't make that. Noisemaker. SC injector. Alright, well, it looks like I can't do anything until I get some SC injectors. Sensor. Ooh, item maxed flare. Okay, use security access tuner. Administrator rights. Okay, Torrens Hall. Or Hale. Torrens Hale. Oh, we can play it.
This is the commercial vessel Torrens out of St. Clair, registration number MSV7760, calling Sevastopol Traffic Control. We're carrying 3 passengers on a Wayland Yutani bond. You're holding the Nostromo flight recorder unit. We request immediate permission to transfer the passengers port side over.
So that was ours. Let's go to shared. Operation not permitted. Audio. Torrens damage.
This is Verlaine on the Torrens. What the hell just happened? Sevastopol! Did any of our EVA team make it on board? Please respond. We've taken damage in the explosion and are pulling out of Sevastopol space. Systems will be down while we repair. I can't say for how long.
Oh, they pulled out of space. Torrens Hale.
This is Waits, Colonial Marshal at Sevastopol Station. We have a serious situation here. Non-local comms are down, and we need you to send out an emergency message. Do you read me? Repeat, our ranged communications are down, and we need help. Stand off and send help.
So Waits responded. But did the Torrens get that message? Did they send the distress call? COD Zombies says, hey Oxhorn, how's it going? I was busy playing some Fallout 4 with a few mods. Have fun with the game. Thank you. Will do. Danito says, hey Oxhorn, got a job, so here you go. Thank you, Danito. That's very kind. Congrats on the job. Utility. It's blank. Hello, hello. We've got a tunnel.
External communications disabled by order of Apollo. Facility offline. All outgoing communications halted.
That's just great.
Internal communications open on limited channels.
Gotta be someone on the station I can contact.
Find an alternate communications terminal. All right, so top level here. Let's see where this pipe goes. Oh, it's dark. Alan Fox says this game is way ahead of its time, especially the aliens AI. Good luck, Ox. Thanks, I'm gonna need it. Down we go. I'm getting some sort of electrical interference here. What the heck? So this is the way I came from. That's the door to the left that I went through. And what was over here? The map I got. Okay. Hold right mouse button to focus vision while you're holding the motion. I guess I don't know what that meant. I'm not picking up any movement here. So I guess we'll be a little bold. And I'm maxed on scrap. It's not even there he is. Okay, so he's just walking back and forward up there. If he's out of range of my motion sensor, can he still find me?
With Simpson, there's someone behind you. Helping you. Every single step of the way. Our mother and the working Joe. Working together for a safer, better connected Sebastopol. This could require my attention. Back to work.
Oh, okay. Whew, he looked right at me. COD Zombie says half of the AI for the alien knows where you are and gives hints to the other half, which does not know where you are. Okay, so I'm in the tunnels beneath comms control. That guy saw me for a brief moment, but I can look up here. Okay, now, which way did I come from, though? I'm all turned around. SCI injector. Oh, it's directly behind that guy. Okay, just want to follow this entire thing to find out where I'm at. That leads to directly behind guy number 2. This leads to directly... No, this goes deeper in, which means that this one goes directly behind guy number 2. Yep. And then this is a dead end, which means I need to go down the middle path to go deeper. Hello. Oh, how do we do this? Okay.
Tomorrow, together.
Start moving.
Final ask me about Sebastopol safety protocols. Something amiss. What are you doing here?
No! No, I'm not hysterical! Down!
Running causes accidents. I just want to know. Why not ask me about Sebastopol safety protocols? I heard that. You're going to hurt yourself.
In! Oh, that's it.
Stop interfering.
Oh, no, 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 no! And I'm done. Okay, so I can outrun those guys, but they do chase me. And now I need to figure out... Oh, okay, hold on. Let's go get all of this again. Oh, what's this? Oh, I didn't even notice this. Camera feed and air purification. Okay, let's keep camera feed off for now.
External communications disabled by order of Apollo. Facility offline. All outgoing communications halted.
COD Zombie says the alien can do what to you? Also, don't look behind you. Good luck. Thank you, COD Zombies.
Gotta be
Lane Berry says long haul sex partner. Lol, thanks, Ox. Really enjoyed the Detroit Human series. And your cat is awesome. Keep up the good content. Ad Victorium. Thank you. All right, find an alternative comms terminal. That led me downstairs, but I also lost my save point because of that. Let's just grab everything here. Read everything here. Hello? Ooh, we got a glitch. There we go. Personal, Torrance Hale.
Torrance out of St. Clair, registration number MSV7760, calling Sevastopol Traffic Control. We're carrying 3 passengers on a Wayland Yutani bond. You're holding the Nostromo flight recorder unit. We request immediate permission to transfer the passengers port side over.
Okay, I've read or listened to all of those. Now let's go back downstairs and save so we don't have to do that again. Now that we know where that tunnel leads, we don't need to worry about it because it doesn't really help us. Up, get the map, and save. Okay, so we need to find which comm terminal to access. That's comms control. We have this entire... Oh, it's down here. Really? Oh, that's going to be easy. Of course. Hold right mouse button to focus vision while you're holding the motion. Does anyone know what that means? Okay, they are down there. Now that I know that I need to go to the other section. See, I thought I had to examine something on the terminals that they were looking at, but that's not the case.
If my services do not meet standards, please log a complaint.
This will be easy. I just wait for them to move away and then walk right. Replace the working Joes with Fistos, says No Name.
Apollo and the working Joe working together for a safer, better connected Sevastopol.
And he moves to the other side. Okay, anytime now. Open. Right at me. Why is he looking right at me?
We're experiencing a heightened containment hazard level today.
Why is he looking right at me? I can't hide behind that shelf. It's too low. He could just peer right over it.
Why not ask me about Sevastopol's safety protocols?
Detector, then focus. Lets you look around. Wait, did you see that for a moment? Oh, he's coming to find me. And he's going back. Let's go to the monitoring hall. Maybe we can find a safe point there. I hate those red eyes, says Chininator. I know. So do I. We safe in here? Yeah. So we can get to the next room through a door here. SCJ and check. So that's a recording on repeat. Antonio says, while holding the motion sensor out, push the right mouse button. Okay. I don't understand what that does. It just unblurs my screen. I can still look around with the motion sensor. Then I press right mouse button. It just unblurs my screen. Okay. Tony J says, Oxhorn, have you watched the trailer for Metro Exodus Sam's story, or are you just going in totally blind? I'm going in totally blind. Maybe I'll watch the trailer, but I haven't watched it yet. Objective updated. Reactivate Samuel's communication. Okay. Where does that put me? Oh, way out here. There's another room. So I got to sneak through that bay right there. Not sensing anything. All right, so this is just a bunch of machinery to distract me. That goes back to the primary path. That's the room I need to get to. Okay, let's see if we can sneak through here. Laneberry says, don't forget, they can hear the motion sensor beep. I saw something coming at me, but I didn't see any. He's standing right next to me. He's standing right there. Come on, guy, move. He's still too close. If I get out now and move right, he'll just see me move. Because he's standing up on that platform by the monitors. Come on. You still there? Yep, still there. Doggone it. Okay, so what I'm going to have to do is after he goes back to that, if he stays in this room, as soon as he goes back to that other section, I'm going to have to get out and crawl down towards the front of that platform and then back around to the main hallway to get through the main door instead of this side door that I was going down. Is it still there? Yep. Come on, guy. Just wait, be patient, says escol.com. Will do. How many channels do you have? I've got 2. My channel and this my old Oxhorn channel, World of Warcraft, and this one, which I focus on Fallout and also live streams. Okay, he's not coming by. He's just sitting right there. Okay, up here and to the left. Ah!
Where are you going?
Ah! What the? No, come on. Really? Really, guys? Really? Oh my gosh. That's cheap. That was cheap. It was lying there dead. Come on, man. It just jumps right up. Where are you going? Well, what are you doing there? All right. That scared me, says Ethan. That scared the crap out of me, says Ishol. Yeah.
All visiting corporate representatives must report to their nearest synthetic. This could require my attention. You really shouldn't be here. Come with me,
Kind of makes you sympathize with the Brotherhood of Steel and Fallout, says Vuk Dalak. Yeah, I hear you.
Service support ticket removed from the floor.
Okay. Now if I can only find a save point over here so I don't have to go through that again. somehow I got through that without a scratch. Got an achievement.
Anyone can hear us? We need help. Repeat, we need help urgently. Please respond. Hello? Is anyone there? If anyone can hear this, we need help. Repeat, we need help urgently.
Oh, there's to my left, to my left.
Respond. Hello? Is anyone there? If anyone can hear this, we need help. Repeat, we need help urgently. Please respond.
Log and soul recording seeks an access only.
Okay, so there's something moving around behind me over here. All right, so I need, oh, there's an access path over there. So I could skip the main doorway by going straight. Looks like there's a room to the left. And a guy in the room that's right next to me to the left. That's the room where the guy jumped up and got me. That's the control room I need to get to. But it looks like there's a room down here to the left and a ventilation pipe. Restore power. Okay, what do we got? Error operation not permitted. Receipt of transmission.
Sebastopol, this is Wayland-Yutani Executive Administrator Nina Taylor, confirming receipt of your transmission. I'm a member of the team assigned to collect the Nostromo flight recorder. The black box in your possession is of primary importance to Wayland-Yutani. Under existing corporate agreements, we should remind you that you must not attempt to read its contents, nor disclose its presence to any third parties. We'll be with you soon. A private message from Marshal Waits will follow.
Huh. So Sevastopol has a black box that Waits wants to get his hands on. Ah, another tunnel. Okay. Okay, that brings us right behind. Reactivate Samuel's communication. Brilliant. I don't see anything in there. Can't believe they threw in that jump scare like that. Well, I won't be approaching dead, or what I think is dead working Joes anytime soon. EMP, yes. Well, I can make good use of some of this stuff that I've collected. 2 of those. Wow. 2 sensors and all my charge packs. Well, can only make 1 of those, but I've got an EMP mine. As long as I don't die, I'm good to go. Save. What? Use move keys to highlight values, enter to confirm? Fix aircon. What? I have no idea what I just did, but I did something right, I guess. Another puzzle. Use left, right to balance values. Enter to confirm. Oh. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. What? Internal dampening. Again, I don't know what I just did. What's this? Press matching move keys when circuit is active. Oh.
Samuels! You're alive! It's Ripley!
Ripley! Taylor, it's Ripley. We were getting worried.
I made it! Where are you?
We're at a transit station now. It's right by medical.
Okay. Samuels, listen to me. It's not safe here. Seegson's got this place locked tight. Their goddamn androids are killing people!
That's impossible. It's contrary to primary synthetic programming.
I've seen it, Samuels. I guess Seegson's got a different idea about synthetics. And there's something else here. A creature. It's big and it's lethal.
Ripley, slow down. A creature?
It's a life form, an unknown type. Some kind of alien organism. It's extremely dangerous. You and Taylor need to make...
Taylor is hurt. She was injured by debris during the crossing.
How bad?
I can't move her. I need medical supplies. We need to treat and pack the injury.
And the Torrens?
The radio is broken. I can't contact Verlaine. We're on our own.
Shit. Okay. I'll come to you. Keep your eyes open.
I'll send a transit car to you.
Oh, okay. Return through Seegson's comms to escape.
Please wait to be attended by a member of Seegson personnel.
Shit.
That big alarm. Not nice. Something to my left. Return through Seeks and Scum to escape. Oh, all the way back. Ah, great. Did you see how it was behind me for a minute there? Something up there. Oh, it's ahead of me. Oh, okay. Is it going to make me go all the way around? That's right. The door was locked. I had to restore power to get into that room. I could cut through the middle, but there was something there last time. Oh, no, that's where that downed android is. So I got to go all the way around. Okay, the android is in the other room. So if I can sneak by...
GNR interrupt engaged. Stand by.
He's still there. I could just go by him, I suppose. He's just going to stand there. Isn't he? Come on, move. He's just going to stand there. Shoot. And that's the big room. No, that's not. That's not even the big room yet. That's the big room. Oh, he's guarding that over there, is he? Is he looking down that? No, he's off to the right. Oh, but now I got to get through this room over here that has all those...
Central communications.
Okay, so if I can get under, I can get to those hatches.
Seeks and employees only.
Run away! Oh, keep running. We're okay. Oh, we're okay. Save! Yes, save! Quick! Yeah, here we go! Okay. Oh, coffee. Okay, return through Seegson comms to escape. How did I do this last time? There was... Oh, security surveillance was there, but it was being guarded by something. I used that to turn off the camera, so that's all I needed to do there. I could go down the main hallway. That's going to give me a lot of opportunities to get caught, or I could go through the pipe, which brings me to another area, which again puts me in a really long hallway. Registration. So it's a question, which long hallway do I want to walk down? Well, whichever one isn't being guarded. With Seegson, says Shark Sleep, there is someone behind you, helping you, every single step of the way. Thank you, Seegson. Well, that's the guy that they killed. I saw something a minute ago. Did you see that? It's gone now. There it is. It's right in that room. So that's what I got. It's that window. If they don't see me through that window, I'll be okay. Then I can turn right at the end of the hallway. There's two behind me. Use? I can use that? Oh, cool! Wow. I know I'm going really slow, but I just don't want to risk it. They're all behind me, though. So it's right up here. I need to bypass reception. That's the other door I could have gone through. It's another save point here. Let's take advantage of it. Oh, no, this is where I need to go. So I got to go downstairs. Return through Seegson. Okay, on we go. Now that big alarm that got turned on is probably going to lure all sorts of nasties. On either side, too. Oh, and I gotta go wind all the way through this. Doggone it, this is what they do. They give you an objective at the very end of the map, and then you gotta weave all the way back. And there's only really one path. He's right there. How did he how did he know that I was in the doggone thing? I should have just kept going. How did he know I was in there? Did he see me get in? He must have seen me get in. Where did he even come from? Where did he even come from? I don't even know where he was. I came down this staircase and I didn't pass anybody. What the heck? Is that slime coming from the ceiling? Oh, I think that's slime coming from the ceiling.
Details when seeing the big picture.
The slime is gone, but he is still there. Is there a way past that? No. There's no way past that. Wait a minute. Am I going the right way? Ah! Where's the smoke? Come on, give me some smoke. Oh, no, he's coming back here. I shouldn't have waited so long. Where's the smoke I ordered? The green is your objective. Oh. All right. I was looking at the wrong one. Right, this is where I need to go. This is where I'm at. So I've got to get past this guy. I turned on the smoke, but I didn't see any smoke. He walked by. He walked on by.
That isn't authorized in this facility. I need need to speak to you.
These androids are creepy.
Come out, wherever you are.
Oh, go away with your glowing red eyes. There's two of them now. Why are there two of them? Oh, I'm sure it is a misunderstanding.
Are you playing a game with me?
How am I going to get past these guys? Lynx Bro says also the smoke is when you turn the air purifier on, not off. Oh.
God, how inconsiderate.
Josh says, Ox, use your noisemakers to attract the alien to do your bidding as well as aim before shooting. Thanks, Josh. Now, aiming before shooting, that's a useful tip. Thanks. Let's try smoke first. I mean, I could use a noisemaker. Or a smoke bomb. Where does this go? Oh. Hello. Where does this go? It goes down. Goes up? Okay, I can get out ahead of them here, and then down here. Idle synthetic storage. He's right in front of that door, too. Oh, but that puts me out on the other side. I can get around him this way. I don't believe I've been here before. EMP, says Laurie. Those are expensive to make. But I suppose I could try it. Call log AM. What's going on up there? I've been waiting for a call and Apollo. Please stand by. Your call is being rerouted. Hello? My working Joe is acting strangely. It won't listen to anything Please stand by. Your call is being rerouted. I need help. I'm trapped in my apartment. There's an android outside and please stand by. Your call is being rerouted. Put me through to the marshal's office. It's an emergency. Someone's robbing my store. Please stand by. He's gone. It killed him. I think it's still here. Please stand by. Your call is being rerouted. Ooh, ID tag. Now, what have we got here? Sorry, gotta relight. Okay, that leads back to the hallway on the other side of where those androids are walking around. Can I get through here? Ooh, what's that? Where does this go? Oh, it goes even further around. Yeah! Oh. Oh. It's pushing me up, though. Oh, where's this? Okay, it's in a room adjacent. I can go south down through here and sneak across there. What? Oh no. It's the other side. Don't talk in the mic when you're hiding. They can hear you. Says Zach. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're listening in on the stream right now. Doggone it. There's a guy standing right there.
Something amiss.
And he saw me. This still pushes me out that way, so there's this big wall in my way. Oh, I'm so close. So the choice is to go across this way, which is being observed by what's-his-name, or to go back behind that guy and hope he just doesn't see me sneaking along behind him.
Don't forget the little details when seeing the big picture.
Oh, but he'll still be...
With Seegson, there's someone behind you, helping you every single step of the way. You are making
Oh, he walked right by me.
Elbows, please. I will find her.
Okay. Final step. Right? And then up to reception. I think we did it. Oh my gosh. You touched him, says heck no. Yeah. I saw that. He came down to investigate the noise, but he couldn't see me. Take transit to the Skimed Tower. The Symed Tower. All right, what's my map look like? Have I been here before? Yeah, looks like I have. So Symed is right there. It's the first one to the right. So I just need to get through the lobby and then take a right up here. Should be safe. Right. You doggone sneaky boogers. Oh, that's right. I had to get around this door. Oh, wait, no. There was a tunnel in there that I used to get back around earlier. No weapons allowed. That's going to do an alarm. Shoot. Ah, that's right. This tunnel. Wait a minute, both ones have metal detectors? I didn't know they both had metal detectors. Shoot, so... It's going to set off an alarm, which is going to attract something. What if I make the alarm go off here? Nope, it didn't make an alarm go off. Fine, I'll take it. Not going to ask questions. I'll just take it. Here we are. There could be an android on the ground. Like the last one. Security. Passcode required. I can't hack that. Save.
Station. Serving Seegson Communication Technologies, tech support.
And here we go. It's number 4. Symed Tower. Okay, in we go. Now, push the button. Button. All right. Go to Samuels and Taylor. I can do that. I hear some jazzy
San
beats.
Cristobal Medical Facility and Seek
Taylor's over here.
Synthetics.
Taylor, are you okay?
Ripley? Is that Ripley?
Don't die. They've been using cardboard and duct tape. Wow, look at that.
Try and rest, Taylor.
How is she?
She needs treatment. Medical's nearby, but I didn't want to leave her.
I'll go and investigate. See what I can find. You stay with her.
I'll try to repair the radio booster. What if this creature shows up?
Hide.
Unauthorized security breach detected. All transit shut down by order of Apollo.
Oh, great.
Stay with me, Taylor. Ripley's finding help.
All right, there better not be like a ticking clock on this. All right, I need to get to to San Cristobal Medical Facility. Oh, jeez. All right. Yes. Okay, so that's directly north. Wait, no, that's that goes to San Cristobal Medical. Then what's this? Why is the quest target sending me here? Oh, staff entrance. I see. Okay, so that's a locked door that I can't access. So just go around the corner, right? Oh. Ooh. Wow. Look at that. Oh, these exterior shots are amazing.
You. Hey, you. You need some help.
I need a doctor. Hello? I need a...
I can't hear you. Hang on.
Here I hang. Wow, look at that.
Come up, I've opened the elevator for you.
Thank you.
Come on, come. There's no time to lose.
I'll trust you then. Here we go. The maintenance jack can be used to divert power inside an electrical junction. Keep on being awesome, Oxhorn, says Hawkeye. Thank you. We'll do my best.
Forget the door. locked everything down. Use the vent.
Okay.
Relax. I'm closing the vent behind you. Just be safe.
I really hope I can trust this guy. I'm kind of just following him blindly here. There's nothing else I can do. Oh, I just love creepy, dark vents. They're so great.
Visiting hours are 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Thank you.
To primary care floor. Ah, okay. Welcome area. Assessment room. So looks like I'm going to have to go through another vent here. All these doors locked? Looks that way. Key card required for that one.
You're not catching us at our best.
Right.
Save point. Tom says this next part's going to be fun for us to watch. Well, that's why I'm here. There he is.
I'm Coolman.
Ripley, I need to find a doctor.
I'm a doctor.
My friend needs help. Medical supplies.
Me too. There are no supplies on this level. But there are plenty downstairs in the hospital dispensary.
How do we get there?
We? Do I look like I'm in any fit state? I need your help and you need mine. You find the passcode for the service elevator and then I'll come down to the hospital with you, okay?
Oh,
Passcode?
great.
Yeah. I can direct you from here. Morley or Lingard would have had the new passcode. Morley's office is your best bet.
Oh, but Taylor is in dire need of medical help. As long as there's no ticking clock, I'll be okay. I want to take my time and explore. If they give me a ticking clock, I'll be very upset. All right, looks like we're going through another pipe. Here we go. Oh, I love these vents. Oh, they're just so great. Someone soiled their mattress there. Updated map. Okay. Assessment room. Welcome area. Find Morley's office. Okay. ID. There we go. Flares. I guess the point of flares is what? To illuminate a dark passage without using my flashlight batteries? Let's take a look at my my stuff here. I'm really low on smoke bombs. And I've got plenty. Of materials. Now, what was it I left behind? Was it ethanol? Yep. Look at that. So we're cracking open a sealed door. Probably not the best of ideas. Psychiatric ward, of course. There's always a psychiatric ward, isn't there? Okay. Wait, this is where I was, isn't it? Yeah, there's the elevator. Wait a minute. I need to go down into... That's the save point I used. Okay, so I just did a big loop up here. How do I get here, though? Through there. Oh, I see. But how do I get down there? Well, I guess I go into there from there, which means I need to go around here. Oh, that's right. He gave me a passcode. No, he didn't. Oh, what am I missing? Find Morley's office. So it is that door in there. That's the elevator I arrived at. I came through the only vent. That's the door that leads to Morley's office. But I can't get there. Hit the big green button next to the locked door. Is there a big green button next to the locked door? It said passcode. I needed a passcode. There's no big green button. Keycard required. That's the one I came from. And this just leads back to that room. Fine. Oh, that's just the locker. And that's the psychiatric ward. Door locked. Emergency override. There we go. Okay. So, that's a tunnel that lets me cut across here so I could go in from behind. Great.
Come on. Let's work together, huh? Mutual benefit.
Is that a dead end down here? What's down here? It is a dead end. It's just eating up my battery.
Keep moving. The area you're in was for our more unstable patients. Those who had trouble adapting to deep space.
Just tell me where to go, Carl.
Tragic cases. Don't worry, they're all long gone.
Buyout break. Be right back. I figure if things are about to get as scary as you guys say they are, I should probably empty my bladder beforehand. That's the plan. Be right back. There we go. Now I can top up on fluids again. Okay. Bay room. Day room. Morley's office is down here.
That's right. Along that corridor. You're there. That's Morley's office. The passcode should be in there somewhere.
Okay. Mr. Randy says, Ox, you need a pit stop. That is indeed what I need. But now, I'm all good. It's a data pad, but I can't seem to access that. Oh, hey. Gotta love skeletons and medical wards. Well, here we go. Low on meds. Dr. Lingard, we need more supplies of mood stimulants up here. We're getting really low, and it doesn't help that Coolman seems to be handing them out like candy. Logs show he's been to the dispensary 16 times this week. We need to start rationing medication. Sevastopol's people are only going to need these more and more the closer we get to shutdown. Can you talk to Coolman, find out where these prescriptions are going? And then error, cannot access file, down to shared, hospital quarantine.
Passcode. Look, we'll need the physical keycard too. Morley always kept it on him. Find him.
Oh, great. We have to find him as well. Well, here's the passcode to the other room. For senior management,
medical facility quarantine breach detected. Warning.
Relax.
Medical facility
I'm just trying to find out what that is. You focus on finding that keycard.
Shit. Great. San Cristobal Medical Facility quarantine active. Entrance to primary care deck now limited to marshals and senior staff. Universal facility passcode 1702. Josh says, hey, Ox, one good thing about this game is no random Scorch Beast attack when AFK, though. That's true. Happened to me quite a bit in 76. System will scan for potential quarantine breaches every 15 minutes. An Outpost of Progress, number 3, Sevastopol. An Outpost of Progress by Julia Jones, A Troubled Population. For better or worse, the right to bear arms followed us into colonial space, alone, vulnerable, and light years away from law enforcement. Who could deny our voyages away to defend themselves, their ships, and their families? The flip side of this argument is Sevastopol, where gun crime is rampant. Endlessly turning circles in a neglected corner of space, its people are downbeat and disconsolate. Those who could afford to leave did so years ago, abandoning friends and neighbors among empty stores, creaking systems, and the forgotten dreams of the deep space economic boom. Sevastopol's people feel deceived, tempted here by corporations that refuse to recognize the deep space bubble was about to burst. They are angry, desperate, and increasingly divided. Recent colonial martial clampdowns on the black market have increased resentment. Every day it feels as if the situation has edged a little closer to freefall. Audio. Error. Utility. $1702. Oh, not good, not good, not good. No? Okay. So that's locked off. The key code I got doesn't access that door. It must access this over here. Oh, I don't like it. I don't like it. Oh no. And he's going right where I need to go. Okay. It's right there. I don't like it. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, where'd it go? Oh, 17. Whoops, no. Can I close the door? Can I close it? Close the door? Aliens can't open doors, right? Right? Please tell me they can't open doors. I got an ID tag. Wait, did I not get the key card? I still haven't gotten the key card. I got some sort of card. Okay. Walk up and say howdy, Ox, says Lori. Tempting. Tempting. Oh no, it's open now. Oh, he's walking by. There's no way into that room across the way, except if I go back to the hallway. But that door's locked, right? Oh no, I could use 1702 to get in there. He is walking around in there. I'm trying not to wake up my kids. Trying not to wake up my kids. Oh, God. Rookie says, Ox, you will not be safe when in a terminal. Make sure the area is safe before opening it, and most of all, try not to use the scanner. Well, I think I found that out the hard way. Well, the same is true with the keypad. Josh says, lol, Ox, instead of Xenomorph, it's a redacted. Oh, I didn't even hear him coming behind me, man. Caitlin says, first time watching, love your work. Thank you. Oh. How am I going to survive this? Oh, dear God. Oh, cigar. Oh, bloody hell. Where am I going to appear? Where am I? Where? Oh, I got to go all the way back. Where? Psychiatric ward. Oh, right here. Oh.
I'm Coleman.
Ripley, I need to find a doctor.
I'm a doctor.
My friend needs help.
Catchy says your face was priceless. Big
There
app.
are no supplies on this level.
Thank you.
But there are plenty downstairs in the hospital dispensary.
How do we get there?
We? Do I look like I'm in any fit state? I need your help and you need mine. You find the passcode for the service elevator and then I'll come down to the hospital with you, okay?
Passcode?
Yeah. I can direct you from here. Morley or Lingard would have had the new passcode. Morley's office is your best bet.
Okay. Let's get the passcode and then save that way. Alright, well, I know that nothing's up here right now.
Come on. Let's work together, huh?
It triggers after.
Mutual benefit. Keep moving. The area you're in was for our more unstable patients. Those who... had trouble adapting to deep space.
Just tell me where to go, Carl.
Tragic cases. Don't worry, they're all long gone. No, wrong way.
Okay, I know it's the wrong way, but I want to explore this without an alien hounding me. I'll be back. Josh says, Ox, that may be the perfect point to end the broadcast, especially for you again. If you for again. Is it time?
This place had such promise when I first came here.
I've got a little bit of time.
A waste of my talents.
Alright, I'm going to explore everything around here first so I know my way around before the alien comes, which happens after I get the code 1702.
Tragic cases. Far from the rhythms of Earth, sunrise, sunset, the mind has a tendency to wander. Tragic cases. But Morley wasted far too much time on cuddling them. They should never have come here. None of us should.
So there's nothing really in here. Lockers at the end that I can hide in. That's the room that I could sneak past. He just has scrap. Where does this go? Oh, it's an isolation room. Ugh. Ugh. Don't like that at all. Oh, look at these
You are
roofs.
far away, but you can see it clearly.
Here's the day room. So it's not locked like I thought it was. Oh, great. There's a locker in here I could hide and wait for him to sneak past. Okay, so a game of cat and mouse. Oh, look, and a save point. Yes. Let's do that now. Josh says, sorry, I was supposed to say if you die again. That's true. Where's this go? Oh, this is that tunnel that just cuts across, right? With that dead end in the middle of it? Yep. All right, so I don't need anything here. Then... Okay, so this is where I'm going to have to go after I find the passcode. The alien spawns right in the middle here, and then goes down this hallway. This is where he comes from. So I can wait till he goes down here, go in here, save, hide in a locker, wait for him to go around until he's on the other side.
Along that corridor. You're there. That's Morley's office. The passcode should be in there somewhere. Have you found the passcode? Look, we'll need the physical keycard too. Morley always kept it on him. Find him.
Okay.
Warning. Medical facility quarantine breach detected. Warning.
Relax.
Medical facility
I'm just trying to find out what that is. You focus on finding that keycard.
Shit. Okay, Dr. Morley, where's your key card? Oh no. Well, it's not in that room. He went down the hallway, right? Okay. Rehabilitation clinic?
It is a bright summer's day. You are in a cornfield. Behind you, the harvest is brought in. How do you feel?
Sample storage? Probably not, but I'm gonna check every room. We Are All Clowns says, longtime viewer here, just sending us some support. Glad to see you playing one of my favorite all-time games. Pro tip, the aliens' behavior is based on dual AI systems where one feeds the other info. Thank you. I wish I could actually see my motion detector while I'm in this thing. I hate this so much. Oh, I hate this. I feel like I'm in Jurassic Park. Okay, go on. I'm just freaking exhausted. Okay. It's in the left room. Which is where he went. Find Dr. Morley's key. It's in staff quarters. Is he in the next room? I thought I heard something in this room. Where is it? 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 Or is it?
Morley.
C21. Investigate rooms on Dr. Morley's rounds. A29, C21, and A26. Okay. Oh, so we got to go all the way up there. Okay. I'm out of cigar. Same one. Juan Lopez. The flower of Juan Lopez. I saw that blip. Josh Bunton says, haha, real life dinner while watching you. Try not to become a digital being's dinner. Oh, he's right over there. And he's going away.
Morley.
Luke Osborne, sorry. It's hard for me to multitask, answering chat and sneaking from this guy. He says, hey, Luke Osborne says, hey, Oxhorn, love your videos. Do you think in the near future there will be any new development of any new Fallout game? Eventually, I do think so. Right now, I think they're focused on Fallout 76. And of course, they're completely preoccupied with Starfield and Elder Scrolls V. So it's going to be some time. Maybe 5 years, maybe 10 years, who knows? But eventually. Okay, so this alien came down a ceiling vent in the room that I went into. I need to go down the right hallway because the rooms that he was investigating were right there. And I need to find a new save point along the way. Oh, really? Inky Black says, in space, no one can hear you below smoke rings. That's true. Alex says, don't die. That's bad for your health. Okay. Get this alien. He's everywhere I want to go. He's right next to me. He's like standing here, right next to me. Josh Bunton says, Ox, throw a noisemaker. What the heck? How is he right there? He's like right there. Just gone. Okay, let's try this again. I wonder if we just run. If we just try to run.
Don't take kindly to be left out of the loop, Morley. You hear me? I tried to use the dispensary today and found I was locked out. I can't possibly be expected to carry out my duties if you and Lingard cut my access privileges. I have patients who will relapse without that medication, particularly when things on the station are so precarious. I will not see patient care, suffer. Consider this a formal warning. And for the record, I do not have a problem. Coleman, out.
That was in regards to him using too much of that medication.
Morley.
Oh, just in the nick of time. Oh, I hate this. Oh, now I need to go back. Right. Aries Miller says, hey, Oxhorn, just wanted to say thank you for the years of entertainment with your Fallout and other videos. Keep up the great work. Is he standing right next to me? For pity's sake. I can see why he rage quit at this point. Yeah, it's tricky.
Don't take kindly to be left out of the loop, Morley. You hear me? I tried to use the dispensary today and found I was locked out. I can't possibly be expected to carry out my duties if you and Lingard cut my access privileges. I have patients who will relapse without that medication, particularly when things on the station are so precarious. I will not see patient care suffer. Consider this a formal warning. And for the record, I do not have a problem. Coleman, out.
Morley.
I even used my motion tracker just before going through that door. How did it not see him? Well, maybe because he wasn't moving. Is that what I gotta do? I always just gotta get inside?
Don't take kindly to be left out of the loop, Morley. You hear me? I tried to use the dispensary today and found I was locked out. I can't possibly be expected to carry out my duties.
Weirdbeard says, or lower the difficulty. I never made it this far, and I'd love to see what's beyond it. I'm not gonna quit, don't worry.
Without that medication,
If it gets too tricky.
Consider this a formal warning. And for the record, I do not have a problem. Coleman out.
If it gets to be too much, I will lower the difficulty.
Morley.
So these don't really go anywhere. Wait, there's this one on the other side over here. This is where I got to get. If I can sneak by without getting through this hallway, maybe there's something over here. Yes. So I can sneak by all of that. Okay. Save point. I just want a save point so I don't have to go through all of that again. Okay, so we're finally in the wing of rooms here. I'm at A28. I have to find out, sorry about that. I have to find out which room he was in when he died. Oh God, so which way do I go? Do I go down and hope that the room is down there? Or do I go up? And oh, these are such narrow corridors. Just shows me where the rooms are. What rooms are he was at A20. Oh, I forget which rooms they were. A27, A20. Oh, I'm going to check them all. I forget what the whiteboard said. But it goes all the way around. That's good news. So he was down south. I guess I go north. Go to A27. Ox, hold E when getting in or out of a locker. Okay. This go. Yes. This goes right back out into the hallway, so I bypass A27. But there's something to my right. No, Ox, lock the door, says Josh. Is that what I can do? I can lock a door? I don't like it. He just walks right by. He just walks right by. So those are the ones I've been in. It's coming back this way. Gotta do that spin. Oh, for crying out loud. I know he's in the room. I can't do anything. I can't look at my tracker. You'll hear it. Go south. Go south. This guy. This guy. Just go away. He's standing right there. Loud. What the heck, man? This is just insane. All right, I'm going to reduce the difficulty level. Okay, it's now on medium.
You hear me? I tried to use the dispensary today and found I was locked out. I can't possibly be expected to carry out my duties if you and Lingard cut my access privileges. I have patients who will relapse without that medication, particularly when things on the station are so precarious. I will not see patient care suffer. Consider this a full warning. And for the record, I do not have a problem. Coleman, out.
A26, C21, A29.
Morley.
A26, C21, A29. 26, C21, A29. Well, we already know it's not 26. There he is. C21. Wow. What a difference. C21, A29. right on the other side of this wall. Ah, move! Oh my gosh. Use flares to distract the alien. Alright, did it save my difficulty setting? It did.
Morley.
He sees the flare. He didn't see me. But that brought him in from the wrong spot. That was A2028. C21, A29, A26. The sea levels are below me. Got it, finally. Return to Dr. Coleman. Okay, he was an A29. How do I return to Dr. Coleman? Thankfully, A29 was pretty close. This is blocked off. That would be the shortest route. Do I have the key code now? I've got to get back all the way back to Dr. Coleman. I need to get back to this save spot. There's a save spot in one of the rooms. I'm not about to examine every single one to try and find it. Okay. If I go up and into this room, I got the save point. Then, what's the best way to get to Dr. Coleman? Let's worry about that when I get there. So far, so good. Hey, medium difficulty. Yay. Wow. How am I getting through here without seeing him once? Oh, man. Maybe that flare really did help. Save, save, save. I'm not going to complain. If he jumps up and gets me right now. Oh. Yes. Okay. Now, how do I get to Dr. Coleman? I can go through this vent and then... Oh, that's the room I need to get to. Dr. Coleman's over there. So I can go back to the right over here. Okay.
Damn you, Coleman! You knew that thing was here!
Now that's unfair. I thought it might be there. There's a difference. Now, the passcode.
1702, okay? Now let's get down to the dispensary.
Of course. A promise is a promise. I'm sorry for putting you through this. I'm going to step into the other room to punch the code in and prime the elevator. Then we can use the key card to take the elevator down.
Watch him die. Watch as soon as he punches in the code. The alien's gonna drop down. Oh, I'm calling it. He's gonna drop down right from there.
There. I'll collect my things and we can leave.
No? No? Okay. Hey. Take the elevator. Where's the elevator? Take the elevator down. Wait, I need medicine, don't I? Take the elevator down to the lower hospital. Oh, that's where I'm going to get the medicine. Where's the elevator? Get to San Cristobal Medical Facility. Oh, I see. He unlocked the other part. Oh, jeez. Oh, it's almost 11 o'clock.
Nurses operating this facility. If you'd rather be attended by a human, please ask.
What am I on? Yep, that's it. That's coming up to 4 hours. Well, this is as good a spot as ever that we're going to find a good spot to leave off on. I'm bummed that I had to put it on medium difficulty to get past. But it is what it is. I want to make sure that I'm at least getting through the game for all of you so that you can enjoy the playthrough. Man, I did my best in that one section. It's just, no matter where I went, he was just around every corner. Medium difficulty really changes things. He didn't appear at all when I came all the way back. It was just he didn't appear at all. All right, so I got to head on out. I'm going to try and get some sleep before my stream tomorrow morning. Red Dead Redemption 2. It's 10 o'clock a.m. Pacific time. It's going to be a blast. We're getting things done. Can't wait. It's going to be fun. And then lore videos for the weekend. More on the nucleus. We're going to explore the entire nucleus, talk with all of the people there, do 2 side quests on Saturday's video, and then for Sunday's video, we're going to check in with Grand Zealot Richter to do his quest, The Heretic. And by the time we finish both of those videos, we've completed all of the side quests for the Children of Adam. At which point next week, we'll continue with the primary plot, which is to delve into Dima's memories. A lot of great stuff. So, lots to look forward to. Ken Clive with the tip says, well done, Ox. Thank you very much. We got there in the end. And Josh Bunton with the tip says, happy early Valentine's Day, Ox. Will there be a stream tomorrow? There will be a stream tomorrow. I've got my plans, but the stream tomorrow does not conflict with them, so we're going to have a great time. Again, thank you all for joining me this evening. I hope you get some good sleep, and I'll see you tomorrow morning bright and early for some Red Dead Redemption 2. Have a good one. Night-night, everybody.